Business can bring you to the highest highs and the lowest lows. If you compare it to a 9 to 5 job, a 9 to 5 job is just this like flat line. It's like if you have a steady job, you're going to do the same shit for like 20 years. Neither are you going to experience ultra lows because you just go and do the same shit. But also neither are you going to experience the highest highs. It's kind of a weird metaphor, but like when my dog died, I didn't want to get another pet because I was like, it hurt so much. I was like, I don't want to have this happen again. And then we did get other pets. And now, you know, that was many years ago. We got 2 cats. And I think the one cat got almost 20 years old or something. But eventually both died. And, you know, I was in that pain again. But then ultimately I realized as I was older, I was like, it was 100% worth like all the beautiful moments that I've gotten, the friendship that I've developed through these pets. It's like is 100,000 times worth that pain of them being not in my life anymore. I could have had like a less pain life, but I would also be missing all these joyful moments. What a metaphor stops working is like, because with every that you go through in business, the easier it gets, right? If you have a pet die, it doesn't get easier. It always sucks. But with businesses, you just develop this like crazy strength. I have problems now with my business that used to bug me for like half a year. And now I would have the same problem, or often even a problem that is way worse. And it bugs me for like a day. And I go to bed and I sleep just as fucking well. And it's that strength that I've developed that is going to be helpful in everything else in my life. You know, as weird as it sounds, like even when I had to like be awake for like in 60 hours when my team was fleeing Ukraine, like I think mentally I was doing very well, if I may say that. I was just like, I was calm. I was like, this is what we got to get done. And this is what we're going to do if this happens. And I'll be ready. And part of that is for sure also because I've been through so much with my business. People can really try to fuck me over big time. I'll be ready because I've done so much and I've been through so much. And that, every one of you, is a lesson that can never be taken away from me. And that's also why you hear so many millionaires say, like, take it all away from me, I'll get back to it. Because there's one thing you cannot take away, and that's the experience and the strength that you've gained from these hard times. You take away my money, you take away my assets, take away my team, take away my business, whatever, take it all away. Drop me off in a city from scratch. But what you can't take away is my fucking resilience, my focus, my work ethic, my vision, my self-belief, my confidence, my sales skills, my lead generation skills, my charisma. That's never going to be gone. You're cultivating something here that's going to last a fucking lifetime for you, Max. Like I've learned more, I've learned like 600 times more in a shitty month than I learned in the best month. The best month I didn't learn shit. I was just fucking partying because it was going so well. You know what I mean? Like it was cool, it was epic.
But how do you, when you're traveling and stuff, how do you like fully immerse and enjoy the place you're in without just
practice,
worrying about the business all the time?
Practice. Same here. Practice. I can stand in the line to grab popcorn for the movie and I get a fucking SMS by an employee like, hey, I'm quitting. I used to freak out. I used to terror call and try to fix it. And I'm like, all right, but let me grab my popcorn and watch the movie first. And I would just full on enjoy the movie and just have this like zen of like, I'll deal with it later. And actually, it's funny enough, it's exactly this waiting that also makes me deal with the situation much better rather than just being caught up in the heat of the moment. And the other thing is when you're working 12 hours on your business, you cannot compare these 12 hours with working in an office. If you work 12 hours in a 9-to-5 job, that's just 12 hours cut out of your life and being given. But the 12 hours that you build your business with, they stack. Because you're not getting paid for the hour. You would be getting paid for 12 hours if you were in a 9-to-5 job. You're probably not even going to get paid for these 12 hours that you're spending building a program. You're getting paid zero for that, in fact. In the moment, but over long term, you're going to get paid thousands of dollars for that.
How do I develop that quality of just being away and trying to enjoy myself while at the same time I have so much responsibility weighing on me? Is there a way for me to develop that, or is that just going to come with time?
Sure. Number one, focus on the things that you can change. You know what I really love, like something that I really cultivated a lot, is just stoicism. There's a lot of things that you would like to change as a business owner, like your perception, like closing, like if someone just doesn't want to buy, you can try objection handling, but even if it doesn't work, you cannot force people to buy. You know. Number two, fix problems that exist, not problems that don't exist. Because you said like worrying, what if? Business world, we don't deal with what ifs. We deal with existing fires that we put out. Of course, you can prepare to a degree, but this whole like, dude, I've wasted so many hours of my life worrying about certain employees to leave. And then that employee would be like, hey, can we have a talk? And I'm like, fuck, they're going to quit. And then the talk is like, dude, you know, I just want to say I love it in the company. Thanks so much. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, and now I've wasted hours of my life worrying about this. I couldn't have changed it anyway. So focus on things that you can change, deal with problems as they arise. For sure, prepare, of course, if you can. But other than that, don't worry about problems that don't exist yet. And then the other thing is trust. Trust in the systems and your employees. You would be surprised how good your employees can handle shit if you only give them the chance to. This is something that you have to do all the time, not just when you're on vacation. Just earlier today, I got a question from one of my employees, not going to tell you which one, not going to tell you what question that was. The person was asking like, oh, we could do this and this, and this is how much it's going to cost. What do you think? And I just like, what do you think? I'd love to hear your opinion. And their opinion was, in fact, not only really good, in fact, it was way better than what I would have thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yes, exactly what you just said, you know, good job. And they just crushed it. So I was like, you have to just fucking trust in your employees and also in the systems that you've built.